Hi, good morning, all. This is SK. I hope you all did good yesterday. I did pretty well. I did took one swing in the morning before I ended my day, and last night at around 11ish, I got a good news that my stop loss got hit, and I made about 10-12 points on it. Okay, let's see what we have here. S&P, as we know, I was mentioning in my YouTube videos that the pullback is due any minute. Pullback is due any minute. So this kind of a pullback we got yesterday, and after a good rally, we got a pullback. For me, again, right now, the most important chart is hourly chart, which is giving us a lot of information about what next can happen. What are the probabilities. As of now, we have a lot of buying going on here, and the sell-off was not complemented with a lot of buying. There were no sellers, as well as there were no buyers. That's why we saw this kind of a pullback. And we were at the high of the trading range from the 60-minute chart. Right now we have this small trading range going on here, which is most important support and resistance as of now. I think we might can see at the open, we can see some kind of a sell-off which can go up to 199 198ish, and then we can rally up and take this to 290 this week sometime. And the major support is 196.18ish. This is something which bulls should not let bears take below this point here, which I think it's not likely possible as well. This price action here, we are consolidating. We are into a very tight trading range. This is cause earning season is coming up, and there is a lot of rotation going on and all that. So possibly, I mean, like, we can see a day more here of a trading range, where there is a lot of volatility, and at the end of the day we are closing at the open. So very confused time as of now, but in the confused time there is a lot of information that we are basing out. About 198 is about our becoming our very strong support. We are having higher highs over here. It's a very good, you see, it's a very good trend line pattern, like where we can see that the bounces from here, like we can see some pullback here, which is not that important today. But like at the open, one or two or three bars, and then we can see a very good strong rally up. So as of now, very bullish, following the trend pattern. Volume is there. Support is 198ish, where we can poke, and we can 198 199ish, where we can poke and we can see the next leg up. Definitely very bullish. Rotation is going on because of the earning season, so that is the reason we saw some pullback here, and most of the blue chip stocks were at the high of the trading range. We saw the pullback as well. Let's see the daily chart here, which is very important as of now. If we see daily chart, we have this kind of a reversal. This kind of a reversal is it might look like that we are going next leg down, but it's not likely, because there is a lot of buying. This pullback was due because of our high of the trading range, and this is not complemented with the sell-off, is not complemented with a lot of buying. So buying is not there for the bears, and bulls looking very strong, and our support is 198ish 199ish, which is very important. I don't think we're gonna go even below 198. So it's all my probabilities. Hopefully that's how the market going to react. Let's go to the weekly chart here. As I was mentioning yesterday, that weekly chart was at the dodgy, making a dodgy candle, and it can go a little bit down. That's what's happening here, and 198, if you see, it's the middle of the last week's candle, and we can see pullback up to 198 199ish, and then go for the next leg up. Let's go for the monthly candle. Monthly candle, the start of this week I mentioned that monthly candle is way bullish. It need to give us some kind of a pullback, and reverse back, so that it can resume the bull trend back, because it's just the second week of the month. So third week, often if the first 2 weeks of the month give us one kind of a one-sided trend, third week always give us a pullback, and fourth week we see the resumption or the trend on the other side. So let's go to the 5-minute chart. How will I be taking my day today? I mean, this sell-off was way climatic. This was crazy, like. But again, it was not because there were sellers. It was because there was no buyers. It was at the high of the trading range. So, are we bearish? No, we are not bearish. As of me, I'm not bearish right now. I'm way bullish. I think we can see some kind of a if we come to our trend line before open, we can see the bounce, pullback, and then next leg up. Or what we can see, like if we are way high here, then we can to a 1 or to a 125ish. If we go above these level before the market open, we can see the early sell off and support about this our trend line, and then go for the next leg up. So overall, very bullish. I wait for first few candles and take my trade. More likely, we can see if this price here, the pre-market price, is about touching our trend line, then we can see the bounce straight, the bounce, pullback, and bounce up, and trading range, and something like that. And if we see this price goes up to to a 75 or 201 or something like that, then we can see the early morning, early few bar sell off, and after a sell off, the consolidation, and then next leg up. So overall, very bullish, very bullish. Yesterday, I got so many emails that, on my Twitter messaging that why quit over here. The thing was, I mentioned here. Oh, by the way, this I got lucky here. I sold before I leaving out for the day. That was good luck for me. Okay, I mentioned here, done for today. Did good. Do not wish to give it back to the market. See you all tomorrow. The reason was, the market was due for the pullback over here. I believe. Let me just. Okay. All right. I mean, over here, I was looking for a pullback. I bought this, I bought 15 contracts for E-mini. And after this, I got about, I believe, about 4 or 5 point gain, the next leg. And the next leg, when I got 4 point gain, it was pretty good gain for me, like. And I was not expecting this kind of a price action. But when I thought, this thing is what's happening here is that this is the exhaustion pattern from the bulls. But we saw the pullback and again up, pullback again up. So over here, when I saw the pullback and going up, I was prepared that it's due for the pullback, and the price is going bullish. So I do not wish to give my money back to the market, because mentally I was prepared for the pullback. So I missed all this. If I would have traded this, I would have made some scalps here and there. This kind of a swing was there, so I would have traded these guys here. But the thing is, the price action, I was mentally over prepared. It's never good for any trader to make themselves prepared towards the one side, not being neutral, and that can make us, like, lose some trades. So this was the reason. I was mentally, I was very bullish, but I knew it's a time of the trading range where we can see the pullback. So I didn't wanted to give my money back to the market, so I quit. And over here, when I saw this pullback here, this pullback here, this pullback here, so it was one leg, two legs. So third leg down, there has to be pullback here. So at the third leg, I sold 15 contracts. If you see here, I sold 15 contracts at 10:20, and last night at 11:20 I was moving my stop loss. Most of the day after I saw this thing here, this consolidation here. After this consolidation, I moved my stop here. When I moved my stop here, it never came here, and last night it got covered. So it was one of the days when honestly, I should not have taken this trade. It was not it was not one of the best trades. It was too risky. I would have given all my money back to the market. But mentally, I was sure that the pullback is coming any day, and we are at the high of the trading range. It cannot go that far. So the the numbers were very right. The probability was very high that we are at the high of the trading range, and I took the step and made about good, I think 14 points or something like that. I made 16 points, on 15 contracts. You do the math. It was very good. But all this because we were at the high of the trading range. That's what I did last time. Let's go to the hourly chart. I over here, I believe here or here, I bought 15-20 contracts, and next day I got, like, good bounce. The similar thing I did it here, like I said, we were at the high. What most can happen, I would have lost 4 or 5 points, but that risk you have to take when you're making 15 points. Good luck, everybody. So I see you soon on my Twitter account, and let's make some good money. Thanks.